Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Rose Tarot and Astrology. I am your host, Mel Rose, and this is your two-card tarot reading for Saturday, October 21, 2023. Just want to, make it clear that the sun is still in Libra and it's going into Scorpio on Monday. So these are the final days of that sort of Libran, call for beauty and balance. Not that that call goes away from our lives, but in a couple days, and you might be already feeling the shift, sort of turn our attention to more interior things, to cooler things. We are, as in cooler weather, as in a colder sort of vibe in general. And it's Halloween is coming up. It's spooky season. The veil is growing thin. So, we start to sort of feel the things that are going on around us in a different way as well. Being in Scorpio, it's really very much about how you feel. Scorpio is fixed water, so we want to be comfortable, not just physically, but also emotionally. All right, so here's our first card today, and there's the second. We have the Page of Swords. Now, this is a youthful figure. The page sort of indicates a lack of experience, but, a willing to try. So, and the swords are about how we use our words and our plans, how we think about things. You see some clouds up here showing some uncertainty. You can see some uncertainty on this person's face, but they have their tool and they know how to use it. A page is not completely inexperienced in the world, just sort of youthful and starting to get out there in the world. So, perhaps it is that you have some new idea or some fresh thing that you'd like to get started. A page is sort of a minor version of the Fool. So making a new start in life in a conscious way, the page is looking back, but attempting to move forward. So it's almost as though there's a feeling of, like uncertainty or wishing you didn't have to go ahead and move on and do what you have to do, but also being ready to go, like really being prepared to get on into the world. So the Page of Swords, I've got a great idea. I'd love to share it with somebody. It's untested. I don't know if it will be a success, but I've got to get out there and try, right? Because if you don't try, you'll never know. And then we have the Moon. And I think we've already had the Moon in the last few days. This is very much about self-reflection. It's about, getting to know yourself a little bit better. Sometimes that takes reflecting on the parts of ourselves that we're not very proud of. Sometimes that takes finding things out about ourselves that, we would rather not have known. It can be a little bit challenging and scary to, embrace that shadowy side of ourselves, the one that comes out when, we're under stress or we're feeling very low. But also, the moon in this instance just makes me think of, how we're making that dive into Scorpio pretty soon. And, I call it a dive. It's really just like it's sort of a swimming in our own depths expedition, right? So especially the still waters that run deep, we want to explore them a little bit. Those things that we are deeply quiet about, but we know that they are there, or we have an inkling that they might be there. Things that are just sort of tickling the back of our brain or tickling the back of our mind. It's time to start tuning into those things. And, knowing yourself in this way, like learning more about yourself in this way, it happens over a lifetime. It's not just, a one-time thing. Okay, we get to keep sort of taking that deep dive and learning more about ourselves. And that helps us, when you know yourself, it helps you feel more confident in trying things that you've not tried before, right? Because you know that you can trust yourself, you know what you are made of, sort of where to find your spine and stand up for yourself when you need to, and you know how you feel about things, you know what those emotional depths are telling you about your experience. And when you can sort of articulate or identify what your emotions are telling you about your experience, then you will know that it's time to go. You know, that's when, you know, the body and the psyche are ready to move forward, even if the heart and mind are a little focused on the past. Okay, I think that's all I have to say about it today, friends. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please like the video, subscribe to my channel, click that notifications bell. I sure do appreciate it, and I'll see you all in the next one.